Whistle while you work.
From Disney on March 21st, the magical tale
Snow White.
Snow White?
Snow White.
that started it all
I believe you're looking for me.
arrives in theaters.
Magic mirror on the wall.
Experience the Disney classic
Who's the fairest one of all?
like never before.
We haven't even been in rehearsal yet.
Disney Snow White, only in theaters March 21st. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
This episode is brought to you by Peacock. The new Peacock original documentary, Matthew Perry, A Hollywood Tragedy, dives deep into the beloved actor's rise to fame and his tragic death. 5 people, including Perry's personal assistant, 2 medical doctors, and an alleged Hollywood drug dealer known as the Ketamine Queen, were charged with conspiracy to illegally provide Perry with the ketamine. Explore the details of the case in this heartbreaking special, streaming now only on Peacock.
At T-Mobile, our critical mission is providing unparalleled 5G coverage for when connectivity is mission critical. Introducing T-Priority, America's best 5G network experience for first responders, even in times of congestion. More capacity, faster speeds, better coverage. T-Priority from T-Mobile, built for tomorrow's emergencies, ready today. Discover more at t-priority.com.
For qualifying organizations on eligible rate plans, coverage not available in some areas and may be impacted by emergencies.
This season, a new hot deal has arrived at Metro. $25 a line for 4 lines with all the data you need and 4 free Samsung Galaxy A15 5G phones. Getting Metro's best deals is easy. No ID required, no activation fees. Get a new number or keep your own. It's up to you. That's 4 lines for $25 a line, plus 4 free phones. Visit a store or go online today. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
When you join Metro Plus Tax. For a limited time and subject to change. Max 1 offer per account.
Watch the world's biggest tennis stars battle at the BNP Paribas Open, live on Tennis Channel. And witness the magic in Indian Wells, California, at one of the greatest events in sports. Live on Tennis Channel and streaming on the Tennis Channel app.
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
So Chantel was actually texting me and she's like, can you hurry up? It's my bedtime. It's literally 8:30. And I told her, I was like, my kids are still up. Sorry, give me 15. And then she sent me a picture of Super Nanny.
You guys remember who Super Nanny is, right?
Yeah, that was such a good show though.
I know. And like I swear, if you watch it now, because you have kids, I guarantee you would like take some advice from her.
Oh, for sure. I really should probably watch it. But why would anyone ever agree to go on TV and do that?
Maybe some people are desperate. I don't know. I don't know what people's like reasoning was.
Yeah, that's so true. People are desperate.
But yeah, and I think like some people really just don't have like the tools. But now I think it's a different world. Like we have so much information on how to like, raise
parenting.
Yeah. Like, even not even that, just like anything, like there's so much different things you can do, like, and find your way. But I feel like back in the day, it's like, we even have, aunts and people that say like, they regret how they parented because you just never know. So like, it's like, it sucks. You do it once. And like, so yeah, I just feel like people are desperate and they want their kids to
Did our parents say that?
I mean, no, not my mom. She doesn't regret anything, but
yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. I don't see it. Yeah, but that would be interesting for sure. I would actually be interested to see like Super Nanny now because I feel like
it came out again. Like there was like a time that it was more recent. It was like in the modern times where she took away phones and iPads. Like,
yeah.
It's now too. Like I think the last one was right before COVID, maybe, but that was pretty recent, so.
It's funny because I do remember like as a kid watching it and the women looked like battered women where they were just so helpless and it was like over their kids and you're like, holy shit, do I want to have kids ever?
I know. And I feel like because they just were like now looking at it, it's like they were so exhausted.
Yeah.
They just didn't know what to do.
And I think well, those parents, I think too, like it takes a village. It really, really does. And I think if you don't have that with kids, like you're screwed. I don't know how any parents do it without other help, even if it's like just a little help.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Anywho, what do you got going on?
Nothing. Like I said, I'm doing this like red light therapy as we talk. So do you think these are scams?
I do. I actually like the at-home ones. I absolutely do.
I mean, what's the difference with the at home? And if I've been to the ones inside, like obviously it's like, like doing your whole body, but the at home ones, like I think can work.
I don't know. I just fell for like the at-home stuff and it's never ever worked. But if I go and get a treatment or if I go and do something else, like I just feel, and this is not just with red light, I just feel like in general.
But Roxanne, how consistent are you?
Yeah, you guys, I am that person who I go to a skin place and they tell me this is the best like moisturizer. And they're like, and here's the best cleanser. Do these every day. And I do it for 1 week and I'm proud of myself. And then I'm like, I don't see a difference. Like, and I just to continue it. It's really crazy.
Roxanne has no consistency with this stuff. So that's like why she does need like the stronger things. Like, I don't blame you. Like, you need the things that would go and just give you the change.
Yeah. I really need like Botox in my forehead. So if you're in Michigan and know anyone that's good and that you recommend, please let me know because I am desperate because my forehead looks so scary. And that is something that I do think makes a difference. I know you're not into it anymore, Chantal.
Yeah, just too toxic for us.
Yeah. Okay, but she did it a few times. Like, let's be real.
I know, but the last time I did it was like, I think it's been over a year and a half now. So I am, but okay, that shit, like, especially if you guys, if you work out and you drink a lot of water, like I do, it's gone within 3 months. So like, I don't have money to keep up with this stuff. Like, I don't have the time.
That's
like,
so
much.
So I went and I got Botox, and I swear to God, literally a month later, I saw like lines like crazy. And I was like, there is no way that I just spent, I swear it was like $300. There's no way I just spent $300 on my forehead for that to happen within a month and a half. And I remember I was getting my hair blown out and I was like to the girl, I was like, is this normal right now for that to happen within a month and a half? Because if people are paying $300, and ever since then I haven't gone, but if people are paying that much, like every month and a half, that's crazy to me.
I think people are doing that like every couple months for sure.
Well, like how do these young girls who do it in their 20s have money to do it?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't like, even if you like look at UK and you look at
all their fillers, like just watch Love Island. You're like, how do these people have money to keep up with what they're doing?
You literally think they're 35, but then they're like, no, I'm 19 years old. And you're like, holy shit. Like, how did you even get the money to do your whole face like that? Because that is so much money. Like, how do people, maybe because they're influencers or something? I don't know.
The UK people grow up like a lot faster too. I feel like they're working at like 10 years old or something. I don't know, but like they seem so much more mature, but I don't know where people get this money for it.
I was telling Chantel, I saw a TikTok of this lady and she's like, I used to get fills in my nails every 2 weeks. And she was saying how it was always $22 and now it's $38. And she's like, and this time I didn't tip up because I always get gel, but they charged me an extra $35 for gel. And she's like, I used to go every 2 weeks for $22. This is how much I'm paying now. Chantel was like, and that is exactly why I don't get my nails done.
Yeah. Like there are certain things like I'll spend you guys on a blow dry. Okay. Like I probably spend legit, like would tip $50 like every 2 weeks. Like I get a blow dry probably twice a month, like maybe sometimes 3 times a month. It just depends on what's going on. But like that brings me satisfaction. The nails, like absolutely not. Like the way that they rob us for nails is crazy. I will take my press-ons. You guys, the best press-ons are the ones that, let me tell you, I'm going to go to my drawer right now. Kiss, KISS, they have them at CVS, Target. They're the best ones. You can put them on. You wear them for whatever you need. If you're going to a wedding, you're going to an event, you wear them day to day. You don't need nails. Sorry. And that shit.
How long do they last? Like, do they last or no?
Yeah. Like one time when I went on vacation, I put them on and I swear, like I was on there for 5 days and like the last day, like some started falling off. So you can keep some glue in your purse if you want to put them back on. But at that point,
when you take it off, is your nails all screwed up?
No. And if they are, just like for a day.
Okay. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing is like, I don't know how to file nails. I don't know how to do that type of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. By the way, you guys, just an update. Chantel's getting like, shut up, but I did, make it to Elle's first photo pictures. So to be continued on how they look, because she ended up like falling because she like ended up falling sick that exact day. So That's
Hopefully
another.
as long as you got one, I feel like that's like what's worth it.
I don't think she smiled at any of them, and she's the happiest baby ever.
Oh,
But
this is so sad, Ellie Belly.
I think pictures are worth it too, by the way.
Yeah, like those are memories, though you can look back at those, like, especially with your kids, for sure. Exactly. You can literally buy a photo session without getting your nails done once or twice for the month. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. So that is something I always tell people. By the way, on our Patreon, we did 2 videos last week of Chantal and I on video. And everyone on Patreon was like, please continue to do this. So I think we're going to do Beverly Hills. We're going to recap Beverly Hills on video.
Okay. It was so funny because like everyone was done because you guys at the very, like, it was like 10, what was it? Like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I was like, my in-laws just showed up or something for tea. And then like at the very end, I was like, oh, Rexanne, should I wear this? I was wearing like biker shorts and Rexanne's like, are you wearing socks? Like, I don't know what socks had to do with me wearing biker shorts, and everyone just kept cracking up. They're like, that had me going.
Really? Yeah. Why were they like confused as to why I said that?
Yeah, because you're like, are you wearing socks? And I'm like, no. And you're like, okay, change. And it's like, because I wasn't wearing socks or something, you're like, change.
Well, I was just saying that you were wearing shorts. I don't know. And you have like a big ass too. And like, like that's what I was thinking. And then when you're not wearing socks, like I just feel like you look naked.
I mean, I did end up changing because I have no time to like even have anything questioned. But like you guys, normally
your mother-in-law is very conservative. Okay.
Yeah, and normally I wouldn't like, and I wouldn't at all. I would literally like if it was my family, I would show up with like my underwear.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like I feel like when I have a daughter-in-law, like I want her to be herself. Like I don't give it. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I don't give a shit. Like I want you to act like how my daughters are gonna act ratchet in front of me. You can act ratchet in front of me too. Like that's what I want. Like where I feel like you'd walk around in underwears in your house.
We did. I mean, my mom and dad would cuss me out, but I wouldn't listen to them.
Did anyone else do that, or is that a weird thing?
I know. I'm like, it's like a bathing suit. Get over it. That's what I would always say.
Oh yeah, Chantal gets like, yeah, she doesn't care. Wait, I was watching. There's this new show called Landslide or Landmaid. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, it's like really popular. It's like this new show, Landslide. No, I don't know what it's called. Landmaid. Okay, it starts with land, and I'm pretty sure it's Kevin Costner, or is it Bobby Lee? I don't freaking know. But anyways, like they have, first off, the girl in that is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, his daughter. And she's wearing underwears, but like her ass is like coming out. And I'm like, that is kind of uncomfortable.
I know, like looking back, I'm just like, yeah, I can see that. But then also it's like, I'm your kid. Like, who cares?
Right. But like still, let us know.
Yeah, you guys let us know. I mean, no, I already know. People used to like yell at me. Our cousins used to yell at me.
Yeah. So that's just like Chantal's like, no F's given. My dad like was like one of those people who like wore underwears all day. And
yeah,
he wore like all of you guys.
Oh yeah, he wore like whitey tighties like in front of her friends and us. Like it was just like normal.
Whoa, you're making it sounds like
no, it's not. It's not. It was, but like that's how innocent it was. Or was it? I'm just kidding.
No, he had like, okay, my dad looks 9 months pregnant. In the sense
he definitely has like a beer belly.
He is skinny everywhere. And then he literally, you guys, he has a full-on 10-month pregnant belly. It is crazy. No one's belly should ever look like that. But he's like skinny everywhere else, where it literally, just imagine yourself 10 months pregnant, and then he would have underwears on, and we'd be like, bro, like, it's just really, yeah, that was really scary. That, yeah, but like, that was normal to us.
Yeah,
I never saw anything, but I'm just saying, like, that was normal to us.
Probably where I got it from.
Yeah, probably.
Let's just walk around in our underwears.
Yeah, and like our minds were so like we're so innocent. Like I don't know, we didn't learn about a lot of stuff until we were way older. But like that goes to show you we had such like an innocent childhood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do stuff, but like no, but like I still wouldn't think like that because like we just
yeah, you did. We talked about how like smoked a cigarette in second grade.
Yeah, we just trusted our family. Like that's what it was.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want everyone to know, you guys, by the way, like I've been on a documentary kick again. So I watched them all really recently. I watched the Jody, the Don't Let the Devil In, that one on Hulu. That was freaking nuts. If you're not on our Patreon, I know we keep plugging the Patreon, but we have like a documentaries chat and like I just went off on it. Did you see the Rexanne?
No, I haven't.
Because okay, so the dad, you know the story probably because you like watched it on TikTok probably unfold in the last few years, where
Which
like
one?
the little boy ran out to the neighbor's house and was like can you please call
Oh
the
yeah,
cops?
Ruby. Yeah.
Yeah, Ruby. And so like the husband's in this documentary, you guys, and how is he and how did he not get in trouble? Like, I do not feel bad for this husband. It doesn't feel like the husband feels bad for himself. I am so shocked by him.
They're saying that he, just like the kids were manipulated by her, he too was manipulated by her.
Okay, but you can have kids being manipulated, but like, how are you a grown ass man like being manipulated by her?
There's a lot of people.
I know, and
relationships manipulated. I don't know. I'm not defending him. I haven't even watched it,
yeah,
so I don't know.
I get it, but like when you watch it, you're just like, what in the world? And then I even went on a spiral, because I was like, I want to hear more people's opinions, and even everyone on Reddit was like, what the hell?
There's some people who should have never been parents. There really is.
It just sucks because, like, I mean, I can understand maybe the boy being manipulated because that's what he was taught growing up.
Right.
And like, you know, he has no idea, like maybe no like other friends. I don't know. But the husband being away from his family for 1 year and did not
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, because Ruby told him, if you call me once, we're gonna get a divorce. So he was so scared because he loved her so much. He was so scared to call her. And he never called her. He never checked on the kids. Never once in 1 year. Like, how do you not check up on your kids and you're a father?
Why is it always like the psycho girls that get men like that?
I don't know.
I don't like understand that at all.
She was manipulated too. Like, I truly do think, you guys, like, I know this might be unpopular opinion, but I do really think that she thought her kids were the devil and she was there to save them.
I need to watch this.
You do. It was really crazy. And then I watched the Fox right like one. I don't know. That was like a serial killer. That one was crazy too.
You know, on TikTok they're going after the LeBron family.
Which one is that one?
You know them, Sabrina, or no, LeBron. The one with the daughter who was a dancer, and then she ended up marrying someone who had 4 kids back to back. Wait, it's not. It's the LeBron family. There's no way you don't know them. Sorry, guys.
I don't know.
Savannah and Cole.
No, I don't think I do.
I mean, you're not like really into the influencer family people, though.
Yeah.
So that's
I am once they turn into documentary. Then that's when I'm interested.
Yeah, well, everyone's saying that she, with her oldest daughter, that they had kids back to back to back. Then she made them homeschool, and then her oldest daughter is like watching them. I mean, but like also low key, I will say, Charlie is like my helper. Like she helps me with everything, but that's because she wants to. And then they're just saying that all this like footage you get on YouTube, it's like all toxic. Like they're like, look at her body, she's being taught to say that. What kid would say that? Because I guess like in one of the clips, the little girl says, I have one dad and I was raised by another dad or something. And she said it way better, where it was like the mom told her to say that.
Yeah, for sure.
I was raised by my stepdad, even though like her dad, who now died, was a part of her life. But wow, we just went into a tangent about nothing.
I know.
Yeah, I wanted to actually talk about some New Jersey stuff. So Jackie has been making her rounds of interviews, and she did an interview recently, and I want to share it with you guys because I want to talk about this. I think it's pretty interesting. I did send it to Chantal. I don't know if you listened to it.
Yeah, I did actually.
Let's listen to it. She was on page 6. So
Rachel was so
she said Rachel
mean last season. She was just not in a good mood, mean, and I worry about her spouse and his past. And Danielle, I think there should be a zero tolerance of physical violence on these shows across the board, all housewife shows. I think once you put your hands on somebody in an altercation, you should be gone. So I cannot say that I would ever want to be on a show with Danielle because I don't feel particularly safe that if I had an argument with her, that I wouldn't get punched in the face. So I wouldn't want to see Danielle back. I think if Rachel could go back to being a little lighter and less on these shows, no one wants to see the same fight over and over again, right? Mm-hmm. So when someone offers an apology, if it's a heartfelt apology, you move past it. Mm-hmm. And I don't think she was able to do that because she had, again, the loyalties. She had to be loyal to one side.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
Today, the beverage aisle looks a lot different than it used to. America's beverage companies are working together. We're delivering the options everyone wants. In fact, nearly 60% of beverages Americans buy have zero sugar. You'll find more variety than ever, including more of your favorites, now available with zero sugar. You'll also find more sizes and clear calorie information on the front of every can, bottle, and pack. We know when it comes to finding balance, the more choices, the better.
And we're back with Canva Presents Secret Sounds Work Edition. Caller, guess this sound.
It's a mouse click.
So close. That's actually publishing a website with Canva Docs. Next caller.
Definitely a mouse click.
Nice try. It was sorting 100 sticky notes with a Canva whiteboard. We also would have accepted resizing a Canva video into 10 different sizes.
What? No way.
Yes way. One click can go a long way. Love your work at canva.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
And stay mad at the other side, and it doesn't work. So if she could get rid of those loyalties and be more in the middle and like think for herself, then I think she'd be good.
Okay, so I think that, by the way, Rachel commented on that, and guess what she said?
What did she say?
Shut the fuck up. This is like where Housewives
this is like where I can't do it, you guys. This is where I can't do it.
Yeah, it's like, can you imagine Kyle Richards commenting on someone's post saying shut the fuck up? Can you imagine any of the housewives except like Tamra say shut the fuck up? Like I don't even think Tamra would say shut the fuck up.
I don't think so either. I think she would send the video to one of her friends and say that, and then the other friend would mention it on camera.
Yeah, like I don't even think she would actually comment and say that. And New Jersey has gotten to a point where they brought Rachel and they brought Danielle, and they're so trashy. And the reason Danielle is trashy, the reason I feel like Danielle has gotten any love is just because, unfortunately, people don't like Jennifer. So because they had this feud, that is why Danielle has gotten so much love. But I feel like Danielle, we know for a fact Danielle has doubled down multiple times saying like, I will get in someone's face. I will like smack them. If you're going to come in my face, I'll smack you, blah, blah, blah. Like she is for sure like a violence girly. Like she thinks that's cute. She's all into that. So that right there, I can understand why Jackie's saying I would never feel safe with her, because if we really got into a fight and it's like low key, we're doing this because we're on a show and I could see her hitting me. With Rachel, like she is just so classless. Like they don't know how to be the bigger and better person. They think by doing that like, oh, she ate. And it's like, you didn't eat. Like that's where it takes away from these type of shows. Like maybe do that on TikTok or something where like, you're an influencer and you do that with other people. I don't know. When you're a real housewife and you act like that, it's so classless.
100%. It's like, why do you want to portray that? Like, why do you want to talk to others like that? Like, she was just explaining that she thought you were so mean, and you could respond in a better way and say, I actually wasn't mean. Like, I was just sticking up for myself, or whatever way you want to respond.
Right.
And
Yeah.
And just to respond like STFU is just so ugly. And like, that reminds me like why, like you shouldn't even be on the show. Like she should have said, no, you should be out too.
Right. Like, it's so weird. Or just be like, stop talking about me. And I mean, listen, Jackie said what a lot of us are thinking. If Rachel didn't feel like she had to stay so loyal to someone, which she absolutely had to because of how toxic and divided the show was, and you could tell that Melissa and Margaret wouldn't be okay with her at all if she had any other thoughts or opinions, or if she even tried to be cool with the other side. But if you took out those, like if you took out the Melissa, I do feel like we would see a different side of Rachel. However, I think John Fuda is her biggest problem because he is like so fame hungry, so caught up with like behind the scenes things.
But
Like
what she just said too, but it's like, is it just him? Like, I think they're both like that then.
yeah, but right. But she is on the show at the end of the day. For a husband to act like that, where they're like, okay, this is not worth it. You're like a husband. And I feel like what has happened with New Jersey is like a lot of people stop being scared of, like, for example, like Melissa. Melissa does interviews all the time. Like, she goes on any podcast you can think of. You have to get approved by Bravo to do that. And Melissa doesn't even go through Bravo. And she gets in trouble. However, it doesn't matter. She still comes back most of the time. So like they take advantage of those situations. So I just feel like, I don't know what my point was by that, but
they're not scared, you're saying. And like that,
yeah,
they just feel like they can say and do whatever they want. There's no consequences. But guess what? There is. You guys have been on pause for a long time and most of you guys are not coming back. So to the new people, let's be scared again.
That Melissa's freaking out about that because every single day, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Maybe she is living her best life, but so she's like pushing 50 years old. Every single day she is out and about. When I'm talking about out and about at events, at clubs in Miami, like with like, I think we talked about it. She was like seen in a picture with Brie from Nikki and Bella or Brie Bella.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend. Yeah.
The one on Traitors or her sister?
Sister Brie.
Yeah, Brie. Mm-hmm.
Like she was seen with Brie and she always has to like take a picture when she sees like these other reality stars. But every day, like she's out and she's having her own paparazzi following her and getting pictures. And it's like, I don't know. I just can't imagine doing that at that point in my life. I like, or you know what? She's like super close with her sister. So sometimes I wonder why she doesn't invite her sisters. Because I feel like Chantal, like I'd want you to come out with me all the time to things like that.
Yeah, but I feel like, maybe they don't or they don't care or like at some point.
Oh, I think they care. They're trying to be TikTok influencers. They love that. Are you kidding? We're talking about.
I think sometimes it stops. Like you just have to just focus on yourself and like do it.
Yeah, I just think with how close you are with certain people, you'd bring them around and you'd hang out with those type of people. Like that's how I would spend my 50s or whatever. Like the people that I'm genuinely close with, that's like who I want to hang out with every day and just chill. Like I don't want to get dressed up, dolled up every single day, go to any event that anyone would invite me, like find out what my PR can get me into. But again, we weren't made for that type of life.
Yeah, like they like the attention, so it's like that is what they love to do.
Yeah, that's really fucking
You know who my friends actually saw this weekend in Miami. I was supposed to be in Miami, but I didn't go. But they saw it at the one Tom and what's her name?
His girlfriend?
No, our girl, the housewives. Why am I forgetting her name?
Dolores?
No, Tom, like from the Miami.
I have no idea.
Alexia and Tom.
Who's Tom?
What's her husband's name or like ex-husband?
Okay.
Todd, Alexia and Todd.
Like what? Oh, that's where did they see
Alexia and Todd, and they were just chilling at the one, like laying out.
Wow, that's the type of life I'd want.
I know.
Like just with my man laying out. Like that sounds ideal to me.
And but it's funny because they were at the one, which is like a hotel, and it's like, don't you guys like have your own spot there? So it's weird. It's funny.
Wait,
so it's a photo of them.
You're saying don't you have they have like
they have their own like condo and like or places to go. It's funny that they go and choose to stay to go just at the one to lay out.
They're also like renting. So not like that makes a difference, but I mean maybe they don't feel like they have a home, so they do things like that.
Yeah. And like the way the one is like celebrities like to go there and stuff like that. So
I prefer.
I know. So yeah. They're together, y'all. If there was ever a question, they weren't back together. They're back together.
Yeah, he for sure is like low key those people that I can't imagine how he is behind the scenes. And he for sure was like, I don't like this show. It made me look so bad. I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm going to leave you. And he scared the shit out of her. And then she's like, I won't like bring you around probably. I mean, I guess we'll see with this season.
But it's so sad that they like, because I was just watching the Potomac reunion finally, and like, I mean, like the way that Greg, like the not Jesse's girl, the other girls, Greg, he like, Andy kept saying like he was very uncomfortable to be on the screen, but like I commend him because he's there supporting you. Like, why can't he be like a Greg?
Right.
And like, no, you don't have to come in and like make a mockery and like being there.
It's not about that. It's when women start targeting your husbands and
But
start
they only do that because you're saying some shit,
right, but like still, they're still coming after them. So in return, things start coming out. They talked about his finances, why he rents, blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
Like
it goes too much,
and then it'll trigger them, and maybe they will get defensive because they're like, dude, had I never been on the show, like I have friends, I have family, I have colleagues, I have people, and they're gonna think that I rent and I do this and I do that. Like it is embarrassing.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
So yeah, like because Chanel, our husbands would die.
No, I know they would, but like I also think like our husbands would be more like a Greg, where like he's just uncomfortable and behind the scenes where he's not like talking and like making drama happen.
Are you getting the name correct there?
I think it's Greg.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk Traitors last episode.
You guys, because you know what? We need to put Roxanne in check because Roxanne keeps claiming everyone's obsessed. Like, we love Dolores, but like, we love Dolores on New Jersey. Like, she keeps claiming that everyone's obsessed with Dolores. And like, I watched so many videos about people like can't stand Dolores right now to this point. Like, she is not playing a good game. Like, can you own this?
So as I think about it more, she's not playing a good game as a faithful, but like for herself, she would have never gotten far if she probably didn't do what she did. Again, I just look at it as like she was okay, but
not be strategic though. She's not like saying like, let me, I literally want you to three-way her. I want you to call her because I really genuinely want to know like how she feels because she's good about spotting like people's characters, and the fact that this went way over her head, I want to know how she feels about it.
So, okay.
Text her right now. Text her right now and ask.
Well, once it comes towards the end, though, like that's where I'm like, dude, you are fucking up because it's the end. Like if Danielle is still here, the Traitors win. So what are you doing? I will say this. So Dolores was on Watch What Happens Live. She's like, because he asked her, he's like, how are you not like looking at Danielle? She's like, you know what? I've had to learn. And I used to think like this when I was younger, but then I guess I changed my mindset and I had to get a reality check that just because I am a certain way doesn't mean other people are a certain way. So when people do and swear on certain people, she's like, and you'll see this at the reunion. So she's saying just because so Danielle kept apparently, we talked about this, producers cut it where Danielle says, I swear on my grandchildren. I swear on everything. I'm a faithful on my daughter, on my grandchildren, on my babies. Like I am a faithful. So Dolores was saying to Andy, just because I wouldn't do it, I now have learned and went back to my like mindset of other people will do things even if I would never do that and go that far. And like that's basically what she said as to why she thought Danielle was innocent and why she like continued the way she did.
It just okay. So like, yeah, like the whole show, the whole episode really was like, it was going to be Gabby versus Danielle. Apparently like that's like what was happening the whole episode. So we're like, okay, we're going to see this. We're going to see like what goes down. And at the motherfucking round table, because there's nothing else that really matters in this episode, except at the round table, Dolores starts and she puts Ivar's name. Like everyone knows he's a faithful. Like, I don't understand like what she's getting. There's nothing to get. If like, there's so much more evidence on somebody, like you just go with what they're saying. Like even if you might not think it, you go with the votes. Like that's why I feel like she's just being like such a
What was the reason she said Ivar's name again? It was something super minimal and dumb.
She said that like they said your name, in the beginning to watch out for you, and then like you made sure that this person left, or like someone said his name and like the next day that person left or something. But this was like very in the beginning.
Yeah, it was.
And you know what was funny? Like, I don't know where this rumor came or where I heard it, but there was something I read that like both Ivar and Dolores really wanted to leave. Like they were the both two that were like over the show, over filming it. Like they just wanted to go home.
Well, Dolores was dying about the phone situation.
Yeah, I'm sure. And like, I don't know what Ivar's situation was, but like they kept like they wanted to get thrown off. So it's just, I don't know if she was doing it as a favor at that point. Like there was only one day left. So like, you know, like, I don't know. It was just weird. And then all of a sudden, obviously, you know, Danielle and what's her name? The other one.
Gabby? Oh, Britt.
Yeah, Danielle and Britt are smart, and they put their in that moment. That's another thing I wanted to ask you, because in that moment, wouldn't Dolores and Gabby and Ivar and homeboy know that like she now for sure that she's good, them two are like traitors, because like why would they switch their vote to Ivar? They never even brought him up the whole time.
You need to like
Dylan. I know Dylan.
By the way, because this whole episode you've gotten names wrong.
I know.
Well, yeah, because if anyone was actually smart here, they would be like, dude, so we've always, and first off, everyone from the beginning has thought Danielle could be it. So I'm confused. So that's where we have to give Danielle credit. She's clearly playing a badass game. And if she's gotten this far and she's been on everyone's radar and she still hasn't been called in.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just
like,
crazy
like the fact that she is all the way at the end and she's literally been on everyone's radar. And like, yeah, like I think it's such a shitty thing. And she is like a piece of crap for like sitting there saying, I swear on my babies and like whatever, like God help you at the end of the day. It's never that deep. But like, okay, that doesn't mean you like we all know this is a game at the end of the day, and people can swear on something and it could be complete bullshit. Like,
and then the minute that she puts Ivar's name, and then like Dolores sees that, Dolores still puts Ivar's name for the second because there was a draw, you guys. So it was Ivar and Danielle, and they had to go back, and Dolores still put Ivar's name.
Well, I want to talk about Gabby versus Danielle. So when they were both talking about whether, you know, like if they're a traitor or faithful, and Danielle kept trying to go for Gabby, the way Gabby handled Danielle was so good. Like Danielle was trying to trigger the shit out of Gabby, and Gabby like let nothing get to her at all and was like, same.
Like, she's a breakout star. Like she's like the Phaedra of season 2. She's blowing up. You know what's so funny? Did you see that like exchange that she did with Dave Portnoy?
I think you're on mute.
Workday starting to sound the same.
I think you're on mute.
Find something that sounds better for your career on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Job Collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com/jobs. Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. During tax season, your personal info travels to a lot of places, between payroll, your tax consultant, and the IRS. If your W-2 gets exposed, that's just the ticket for identity thieves. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't let identity thieves take you for a ride. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Yeah, he hit her up and was like, I heard you're the new breakout star. And she like clowned him basically.
Yeah, like, who is this? Like, yeah, like, why are you following me? Like, it's just so, everything she does is so funny. Like, even in her Instagram, like when you go look at her live, she's like, I know you guys are following me, but you guys should like, like, she's just so funny. She's like, unfollow because I'm not here for a good time. I don't know. She's just so funny.
Her TikTok, she is massive. She is like huge on TikTok. So it is crazy. Dude, it is crazy like what this show does for people. You hear about reality stars going on game shows and it never has like that big of an impact. And Traitors has completely like, that's like Peacock's #1 show. So if I was any celebrity, like that is a show that I would want to go on. But I know that a lot of them feel so isolated because they don't have their phone for, you know, weeks at a time. And when they do, it's like, how long was it? Do you remember?
I think it's 2 weeks.
No, but like when they do get it, it's like
you said like 20 minutes every 6 days. So
yeah,
yeah,
like they're being watched over, which is so crazy. So I think a lot of people would have anxiety over that. But it's like seeing like on TikTok, like how blown up it is. And it's crazy. Like everyone's watching this damn show. So it's like, that is a show as a celebrity I would need to go on.
For sure. And then also another thing too is like I at the very end of this episode, you know, they obviously do this cliffhanger. And to be honest, I think they do the cliffhanger on purpose. Like in that, and then Brittany did write Ivar's name, even though they're making it seem like she wrote Danielle's name, she wrote Ivar's name.
Wait, stop it.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Are you sure?
No. I'm not saying that as a fact. I'm saying that that's what I think.
That she wrote Ivar's on Danielle's?
Yeah, she wrote Ivar's and not Danielle's, and they're just making it like it's so dramatic because they like. And I saw this hot take actually from someone too, and like,
hot take, yeah. Oh wait, you sent it to me.
Yeah, where like he ended up saying like I thought that too. Like I had texted my friend saying that, but then the reasoning that makes sense actually was like they know that if they showed us that she did put Ivar's name, no one would want to watch the finale because no one wants to see Danielle win.
Yeah, that is so fucking crazy. Well, I guess you think Danielle and Britt are gonna split it, or Danielle's gonna hoe her?
I think they're gonna no. I mean, she's nasty, so I don't know.
I think Danielle's gonna hoe her.
I think Danielle's gonna hoe her for sure.
Listen, because a lot of the times with Traitors, when it comes to the end, if you're a new traitor, like Danielle's gonna look at Britt and be like, "I love you, but you didn't go through all of it with me. Like you just came at the end." But Britt like literally saved her. I mean, towards the end of the episodes, or like on last week's episode, she went around advocating for Danielle so that everyone thought that Danielle was like completely fine. And that would have been another red flag to me where I'm like, dude, I mean, Dylan tried. He put Danielle's name in twice. Like he freaking knew he tried, but he should have been way more vocal about it.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. It's like, you know, like he's putting her name and he's like feeling sorry. It's like that's what I would say to them. Like, you guys open your eyes. Like, open your eyes. Like, we're never gonna know at this point, like who's a traitor or not. Oh, and the other thing we forgot was like that seer that they could win in the challenge. They never announced who got that seer. So that's gonna be another big thing. Like
Danielle for sure got it.
I know. Watch it be something where like that's why they probably did that, because like watch it be so irrelevant to the show.
Yeah, 100% it's gonna be irrelevant because she for sure won. It seems like she did. But it's
the way she's talking on social media, it makes it seem like she won the show too.
Yeah. What happened was Dylan became way too friendly with these people, which I get. But then you start, like, I guarantee if he and Danielle weren't as close as they were, which I guess it got him to the end, but he still lost. If they weren't as close as they were, he would be blasting her so much more. But because like he had to be respectful about it, which really sucked. By the way, all over social media, it said that Dylan was gay. Okay. But I found out he's had a girlfriend since like 2012.
But wasn't it his social media page that he wrote he was gay?
No, not at all. Never. It was like just like everyone. It was like he's like everyone was
that's
just
so messed up, everyone. And like we're putting these rumors out there, and they're not true.
Yeah, everyone was saying like on Reddit, on TikToks, like he actually is gay. But no, he's. But anyways, that's a huge red flag. To have a girlfriend from 2012.
Oh hell no, Gil! You better run.
Yeah, not a red flag as like, oh, it's because you're gay. Like red flag as like, ew, are you toxic? Because why have you not proposed to this person?
Yeah.
That was a little scary. Well, I'll be like, yeah, it's too good to be true. Like, there's no way that Danielle.
Exactly. She didn't write her name, and then, like you said, Danielle's gonna stab her back because she wants revenge on when Brittany did whatever she did to her on Big Brother.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I mean, listen, Danielle actually played a perfect game because she's about to win this shit, and she got all of them to back down from her. So.
What a stressful game, you guys. Like, literally, what a stressful game. I'm so excited to watch the finale. Like, I'm literally dying.
Yeah, she's a true traitor. That's for sure. Well, I think that's all we have. I'm dying to blow my nose. So,
Roxanne's sick, and I told her, don't talk about it. Well, you guys could probably hear it, so.
Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah. So I have to go because I have to blow my nose, but we will probably do a live with Beverly Hills. So stay tuned for that.
A live, or you're saying like we'll show her face?
Sorry, we'll show her face.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, alive.
Well, we did say, like once like it's like at least getting a little bit warmer where not everyone in the household is sick and all that stuff. We want to start doing lives. We want to start doing TikToks. We want to start doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for listening and have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Are you looking for a partner that truly gets digital? At Herd Marketing, we were born digital. It's not just what we do, it's who we are. From cutting-edge AI solutions to innovative advertising strategies, we lead our clients into the future with technologies that deliver real, measurable results. With over 15 years of lasting partnerships, we're proud to help businesses achieve their goals and maximize ROI every step of the way. If you're ready to take your marketing to the next level, visit herdatmarketing.com today. Herd at Marketing, where digital meets results.